good to roll. We're rolling. So I talked with one of our guests. I actually have two guests lined up. We just gotta
Ooh,
coordinate timing. Not to mention, we got a couple of other guests coming down the pipeline. So, uh, oh, hold on. I gotta respond real quick to an Instagram message from some of my children that I coach. I coach the kids these days.
yeah, hitting up a little. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Let me let them know. They try to add me to these group chats.
Do you relate to them? That's the thing. You can't be relatable with the kids you
I
coach. You got
am absolutely not relatable. Okay, all right. Okay, welcome back, shooters, for just random Saturday edition of the show. How we doing,
you talking to
Max?
me or you talking to the
Yeah,
shooters?
just you. The shooters can't say squat.
Good. I'm doing great, JD. It's the first day of Passover. Seder was
Is
today.
it really?
Yeah, bro. That's why it's good that it was late because I was busy till like an hour ago.
God bless the Jews. It's
Thank you, JD.
great. It's great stuff.
The Jews actually invented handball.
Really, I know. We've been our friends at Uninformed Handball have been doing a nice piece about the history of the Kempa. Are you familiar with the history of the Kempa, Max? Have you been
I
following that
I
at
am
all?
not. I am not, in
Okay.
fact.
Well, Bernhard Kempa. I don't know if it's Bernhard or Bernard or I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but he was the guy, and I've been watching some of the little pieces about him. He pretty much was like the us equivalent of handball back in the day, like where he was just the god, and they basically named a team after him. So it was
Oh,
like
that's sick.
the fighting Kempas was the name of the team. So can you imagine the name of the Armada becoming the Fighting Littmans?
I mean, we could have think of the Browns, right? Like the Browns named themselves after
Yeah,
Paul Brown.
it's true. It's Ohio move if we do that. Um, yeah. Oh, I totally didn't even change. Dang it! I was so distracted about your face that I forgot to.
We're just too good at this podcast, JD.
I totally forgot to change
Yo, I got a
topics.
big topic to talk about whenever you're ready.
Okay. Uh,
Last night, or should I go now or what?
Give me 5 seconds and you can go.
Okay, yeah.
All right, you can go.
Last night there was a murder right outside my apartment.
It ain't the first, and it won't be the last.
You know what? It really had me thinking. It was at 3:40. It was a this could have been me moment. I'm at
How?
my parents right now, but like if I'd been at my apartment, that could have been me.
How? Let's walk me through. Like, how do you think it could have been you?
So like it stemmed from a
Also,
fight.
how close to your apartment are we talking? Like, are we talking blocks? Are we talking
No, it was on
outside?
Vine Street, right in front of the apartment.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, like like the pull-in. It was like right outside the pull-in.
Who? What's the situation like? Two
Yes, there.
friends that were angry,
No,
random,
there's
drug
these
deal
three
gone
guys, right?
bad. Okay.
Two guys are arguing with this one guy outside of the parking lot. And this one guy gets in his car to drive away, gets onto Vine Street, and the two guys apparently like, one of them like opens the guy's door and starts punching him, right? And now the guy was a concealed carry holder,
You're watching
reaches
all of
over.
this.
What?
You're watching all of this.
No, I'm at parents. I wasn't.
Oh,
I thought
right.
it on
Duh,
news.
duh, duh. My bad. My
Yeah, no,
bad.
you're good. Dude reaches over. The guy in the car who's getting punched grabs his concealed carry. Bang, bang, bang. Dead. Kills the other guy.
Is it? When we call that self-defense, we wouldn't call that murder.
No, because it's still murder. Like if man was still murdered, it might be self defense.
Is it manslaughter? Like, what is the legal
He's most
definition
likely gonna
here?
get manslaughter charges.
Okay. I'm not a lawyer, so I need to get.
Yeah, I would say most likely manslaughter. Like he turned himself in though, so like he has that going for him.
Okay. All right. Hey, you know, at
But I
least
mean, that could have been
he.
me. I could have been the one that got murdered, JD.
Yeah, but why would you would not possible? Well, you wouldn't be fighting a guy in the street. You said he
At
he ripped
3:40, yeah, I'd be asleep as hell, bro.
3:40 in the morning.
Yeah, nothing good happens at 3:40 in the morning.
What are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, what a yeah, that was a
Like go to
bad guy.
bed. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
The only reason I'm up at 3:40 is for Campus Park. Am I right? Campus
I never
Park.
went to that. I had school.
Shout out to Derek Sostov for Campus Park.
We were talking about him to our kids last week about how him and Dan Orr was one of the greatest backcourts in Ohio
That's just
Ohio
true. This is
history.
true. Yeah. Sostov's long-term girlfriend. He wouldn't have got to meet her if I didn't take his shift for Campus Park. So that's why I hold it against him all these
Are
years.
they still dating? Or are they like
Yeah,
moved on?
I don't know that they're engaged yet, but I mean they've been dating for what, almost
Uh,
6 years now. I feel like.
oh, can we give a shout out to Sam Diamond getting a job?
Shout out Sam Diamond. He's working as a water fountain engineer, I think, for
Yeah,
Elkins or Elk. What
Elkins,
it's
they
the
make great water fountains.
it's
Let me tell
the
you
it's
what.
like the like yeah Cadillac of drinking
Yeah,
fountains. So
like
uh,
my high school had an Elkin, and it was like a kind of a big deal.
we have one at work. It's got a nice water bottle feature. That's pretty much all they allow us to do. We're not allowed to use drinking fountains, which is weird. OSU allows drinking fountains still, but everything else is super COVID concerning. But spitting, whatever. We don't need to get into.
I mean, we know that Hikama Pharmaceuticals is one of the best companies to work for.
Hey, it's on the rise, baby. So
I
it's
mean,
good.
as a third shift forklift driver there, like I
You know,
never.
you know. So, for all our shooters who are a whopping 2 right now, so not too much going on right now. It's late night. I had a lacrosse game, which is why we're tuning in late. It's been a while since we did a show, so we figured we'd come in, touch base a little bit with everybody, see how everybody's doing. Um,
Wait, did
but
you guys win?
yeah, big win, big
You
win.
guys do.
Davidson.
Ooh, that's a tough team. How much you win by?
I'm not allowed to say. I think at this point, I don't know.
I thought. I mean, is
It's a
it
lot
illegal?
of
Like it'll be in the
no, no,
newspaper.
no. We're just being like hush, hush, because nobody posts our scores. So we're keeping a real DL about.
Give it a little treat for the shooters.
All right. Well, for all our shooters that are listening, it was St. Charles 11, Davidson 6.
That's a good win.
It was big. We were steamrolling them for a while there.
You know what I hate, Dave? You want to hear my Davidson story?
Yeah. Let's go for that. I don't
I mean,
like
we got
them.
plenty of time.
Sebastian's are only the only glimmer of hope I ever had for Davidson was the Wheeler family.
I love the Wheeler family. Great people.
Anyways, give us your Davidson
All
take.
right, junior year tennis. I'm playing varsity. I was a very good player, right? Very good. Playing second doubles against Davidson, and first set's tied 4-4, right? We go 1-2 in the last two games. Win the set 6-4, and I'm kind of hyped. Like we're playing a pretty solid team, even though it's second dub. It's like I'm a dub specialist, so like every time I get a dubs win, I got a dubs win. Like it was really cool because like
Yeah.
that's my deal. The whole reason I'm on the team. Uh, so we go like start taking our post set break. Get a minute post set. Like I'm drinking some water. Davidson guy's like, "What are you doing?" We were like, "Yo, set's over." He's like, "No, it's not." We were like, "Bro, 6-4. Like it's literally like." But here's the thing: the match cards hadn't been flipped over since 5-4, since you only do it at the break. And he's like, "No, the set's 5-5." And we were like, "We clearly just won the game." And so like we very clearly won the game. This guy's like, "No, the card says 5-4. You're up. Like and now it's 5-5." And we were like, "What the hell?" We called the coaches over. And since they're the home team, apparently all the disputes got settled to the home team. So these guys literally are like 5-5. We end up winning like the next game, another game. So now it's 6-5, and now we're real pissed off, because like we got the set robbed from us. They win the last two games, we lose the set, or they win the next game, we lose in the tiebreak. Absolutely, absolutely ridiculous. Second set comes around, and we like 6-2 them. We were all pissed off. We 6-2 them, and then their coach raises a big fuss about a third set happening because it was getting late. Makes us do a match tiebreak, so a tiebreak to 10, and we lose in the tiebreak. And I was the most mad I've ever been playing tennis. The most mad. I almost lost it on them. Like I almost got probably expelled. They literally tricked us out of the match. It was absolutely ridiculous.
Man, that's truly some pulling the wool over the eyes
If
there.
you lie about the score of I get like marking a ball that was in out. Like people do that all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
But if you're judging yourself, it's whatever. Because
It's
like
the
like
old eraser as your top club for the golf team.
yeah, it's that. But also like sometimes like when you're in the heat of playing, you don't even see it well. Like I've had balls where it could have gone either way, and I'll call it like whatever. I don't call it based on what I want. I call it whichever I think it is. Sometimes it's wrong. Like
It's
you have a bad angle,
sportsmanship. Yeah.
yeah. But I never called shit to be a dick. But they literally reversed around the score. We lost, and ever since then I've cursed Davidson. Actually, put a curse on them.
All right. Good. I like it. Well, we we took it to them tonight. JV and
Probably why you won.
varsity. JV and varsity. I've
Wow.
been working with both teams a little bit, uh, leading the hype team. Got a little too hyped up today.
Got a bench minor?
Almost got a penalty called on me, I'd say. It was pretty close.
That's a Tony moment right there,
It
JD.
was very Tony-esque. It was bad. So we were just demolishing them, and their coach was. It was like kind of later in the game, and their coach was yelling for a passive. Same thing as handball, basically.
Yeah.
And so like, freaking, they he's like, hey, there's no sign of intent, and he just keeps yelling that, and like maybe like well right after he calls it the last time we shoot it, and I'm just like, how's that intent for you? And I was just like, why did I say that? Like, and our coach turns around, he's like, who said that? And I was like, look, that I have no reason for why I said that. That was I got so hyped up. I mean, in the chat right now, we got a question about the lemonade. I also had a pretty JD moment as well earlier in the game for the JV team where we were pouring it on them, and I meant to just say we're pouring it on them, but then I just said we're pouring the lemonade on them, and it just kind of stuck. So the rest of the game, we just were talking about lemonade, and it got like real weird. But it also like was kind of made sense because like, hot lemonade's all sticky and gross, and now they're just like sluggish. So like, I think we're gonna keep it rolling. That's kind of the hype of the team right now. Is just the lemonade train just coming to town. But Martin wants to know if Big Pharma is bankrolling the Armada. Not currently.
No, we're bankrolled by Little Pharma. We're bankrolled by the weed guys.
Yeah. That's just true. We're all
Big
about
Pharma
CBD.
honestly wants our downfall.
I honestly asked our company if they would sponsor the national team, I think, and we fired our entire like marketing department when we changed from BI to Hikma. So
yeah,
I think we're kind of getting to the rebuilding phase where we have enough employees to build out the business side. We're a generics company.
The Armada first, JD.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that'd be better than the national team.
So one of the guys I want to have on the show is my cousin who did the logo for this show, as well as some other stuff for us. He's made T-shirts and things like that for us in the past. He came over this morning and we were talking about jersey design, and it's going to be pretty sweet. So we're calling it the Nautical Nonsense. It's going to be, like those FC Madison jerseys.
I love those.
Those crazy psychedelic ones.
Madison, yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to like do something like that, but like with kind of like a nautical color scheme. So
I love that. Is that going to be on Hummels?
Yeah, we already talked to Fithian, and he's going to hook us up with Hummel. So I'm pretty pumped. So
that's great.
We gotta.
How much cost are we talking on?
Well, that's the thing is that we're looking at, freaking logo, number, sponsor, chevrons.
Are we going name or no name?
What do you mean name or no? No name on the back. I'm gonna keep them because, I'm thinking at the end of the day when it's all said and done, we're probably looking at like $50 a jersey. Yeah. I think so.
Here's an idea though to fundraise for it, JD.
Okay.
We get a couple extras made with names. We sell those for a little extra. Like I'd pay you $75 for one with my name on it.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we make a little gravy that way. I'm sure there's people, if they actually look that good, there are people that would pay for them.
They're gonna be real jerseys. Like this is gonna be a jersey like people will buy.
Absolutely. I mean, if we can do that, that'd be huge. Like if we can sell them in the community, even.
Dude, I have people lining up. They're like, JD, where can I get an Armada hat, or where can I get an Armada shirt? And I'm like, come to my basement. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, all the proceeds from this, we just reinvest in the team.
Yeah. I mean, it just
because at the end of the day, like my goal is to be able to have our tournaments covered. Like I want tournaments to be covered. I want guys' travel covered. I want food covered.
I mean, most travel's covered by the hurricane right now. So.
Yeah, which is great. But if we can get some money, team dinner, all this stuff covered.
Yeah, Chinese buffet, baby.
Yeah, I mean, some people don't know about that tradition.
Yeah, tradition unlike any other.
Well, buffets are shut down because of the plant.
No, they're not. We went to, dude. Did we ever talk about the guy at Der Dutchman?
No, you got to talk with.
Oh my gosh! All right, so we had a big kind of Jeremy shindig. It was like last weekend, I think. We went to
Yeah,
Der
I
Dutchman.
couldn't go because their Dutchman is no bueno.
Um, yeah, I don't know what Max would have eaten. Probably not Jew friendly. Uh, I don't know how many Jews are going in and out of Der Dutchman. Fantastic establishment. I love it. I love their cinnamon rolls. Like I don't know how I might be getting diabetes from eating too many cinnamon rolls there. Like it's a dangerous game. The caramel sauce, highly recommend. Anyways, so it's me, Jeb, Jimmy, Kaylee, Thomas, Megan, Jeremy.
That's a good squad.
We had 7. It was a good posse.
Did Jimmy talk about his girlfriend? Are they
Jimmy's
official?
listen to this. Jimmy is they're hanging out and like he invited her to go disc golfing their first date and she went and she loved it. Like
That's wild.
yeah, I don't know. Like he's coming to Columbus every weekend. He said he's
Dude, he has to
planning.
get a job here now.
Yeah, he said his plan's July. So I told him, third shift forklift driver, you want that? It's good. It's good, baby.
That's wild.
Send it in. So anyways, we're sitting there and somebody, I forget who said it first, but they said, JD, the guy at that table over there, is that not Max? And I do like a quick one of these and I'm like, why is Max not sitting with us? Like what Max said he couldn't even come. And I look again and I swear I straight up just stare at this guy for probably 30 seconds and I'm looking at him like he's eating with his left hand. He's got hairy arms. He's got the same hair, little stubble beard. Not particularly big. I'm like, holy cow! But kicker is he had freaking like 3 kids. So
I've been busy lately, JD.
yeah, Max, twice divorced, but no kids. No kids.
I mean,
yet.
I saw that the guy looked remarkably like me. I saw the picture and I was
It was wild. So I was gonna go say something. Kaylee will not let me talk to strangers. Good. So
probably good.
Stranger danger. So yeah. So that was that. I don't know where we were going with that wild tangent.
That reminded me of a personal life update for you, JD.
Okay.
So my entire handball career, one of my big issues. I mean, I have many. One of my big issues is I always slip on the floors because I've never actually had
slipped
gym shoes. I've always worn literally just.
You just wear the stupid tennis shoes you're walking around with. That's the problem. You got to have court shoes. All right. You went and bought some. What you got?
I bought Greek Freak 2s.
Greek Freak 2s.
I got the green like.
Where are they at?
Edition.
Do you have them?
They're in the mail this week.
Oh, okay. They're green.
$30.
How green are we? How green are green? Like Milwaukee Bucks green?
Yeah, like it's like the
show
Bucks
the
logo.
show the people.
Okay, let me
show the people. Because not gonna lie, the last few weeks of practice, I don't know if because of COVID, the RPAC staff, we can't see any of that.
Oh yeah, I'll send it to you.
The RPAC staff has just straight up not swept the courts whatsoever. So it's borderline dangerous.
Can they ever get back to me though? They literally will not let me come because I haven't had my CPR.
You should just show up. Honestly,
they won't give me my membership either.
The first couple times I just snuck Malka in. Malka was all paranoid and was like, JD, like, how am I gonna get in? I don't have a membership. Dude, there's a lot going on in these shoes. Oh, that's the swoosh. Oh.
Yeah.
You're gonna be looking too good. Like I think what color socks you gonna be rolling?
I'm thinking just low cut so you can't see the socks.
I don't know. Maybe.
Or maybe like a mid calf white.
Okay. You could probably get like that color green, and that would look pretty cool.
Yeah, that would actually.
Martin brings a good point. He wants to know if we're having the draft again this year. After last year's COVID draft.
Do we have any players graduating?
Yeah, this is a very good point. We have the same situation as last year. A lot of players didn't really get to play much this year, and I know of about two to three guys that are trying to take their talents overseas, and we're
got a lot going overseas.
It's my problem. Like, I'm part sports agent trying to find clubs for them. I'm part coach for frickin' 2 teams, part coach for lacrosse. Work all day trying to build this arena, trying to do stuff on the board. A
little bit spread thin there.
Spread like a nice thin layer of butter on a piece of toast.
Whew.
just melting butter. So Martin, to answer your question, absolutely. Uh, as you know, though, drafts after college nationals, so I'm thinking maybe mid-May we target the draft. We'll start sending out applications for players and maybe
And I,
see
I
see
think
who's interested.
The Armada drunks are looking to require a bunch. Like I think we really need to fill out the
Oh,
drunks
I
roster.
know what we can talk about more today. So yes, good point. So I think OSU's going to graduate in probably three
Yeah, we
guys.
got a small
So
class,
it's a small, which is
which
good.
is good because we need all the help we can get
But
next year.
man, next year we could lose a lot if we don't but we
Yeah,
should grow a lot. So on one hand,
but
we're
we got
losing
the
one of
Olympic
the
boost.
all-star freshman classes I think we've ever had.
Yeah,
The
I think probably our best
Sean,
ever freshman class.
Sean, Gabe, Michael. Who else is in that class? Brendan, Bolte, Air Kennedy.
Man, that's a
That's a
fantastic class. You got a lot of grinders in that
that's a
class.
starting
Yeah,
six right there.
I mean, and Eric Kennedy's one of my
Air
favorite players.
Kennedy's one of the he's one of my. It's like all you wings. Every single one of them's got that rise to fame story. They
Yeah,
started out like, "Hey, you suck. I'm gonna go put you at wing," and then after like 3 or 4 years, like you got it. Like you can hold your own.
yeah,
Um,
and I mean it takes a while because like you're unathletic as hell and you got to grow. But I mean, Eric Kennedy can jump now.
Martin says he would like to include a new team into the draft, the San Jose Miners.
I I like that. I
So,
like that. Yeah.
Martin, when we do the draft, I think we'll have to, include you on the lineup for teams and things like that. We'll go from there. Um, so good questions. Were you gonna say something, Max, about the draft?
I don't know. I have something else to say.
Okay. I remember where I was gonna go. My
Yeah,
tangent
yeah.
though. Okay, so it's not on the topics. Topics today I just came up with not important. We're probably gonna talk about a whole bunch of other stuff. So with the draft in May. So Joey's cooking up a Detroit league right now.
I was
Okay.
gonna ask you about this. Yeah.
Okay. So we're planning to participate. I think we're looking at like maybe like 4 games in 6 weeks or 6 games in 8 weeks
We
kind of thing. I don't know what the plan looks like yet. I have lacrosse games on Saturdays. I might maybe miss a lacrosse game to go play in those games. I don't know. We'll
But
figure
I mean,
that
leagues are
out.
starting mid-May. Lacrosse ends mid-May.
Dude, we have games till June.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, before like even till I don't know, like the schedule is deep. These kids look at this. We played so from last Saturday was our first game.
Yeah.
We had varsity JV Saturday. We had varsity JV Tuesday, JV B Wednesday, varsity JV Thursday, varsity JV today. So in 1 week's time, the JV kids they played 6 games in 7 days.
Dude, that's crazy.
It
I've
was,
never even played that much
this
tennis.
is a gauntlet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, Alden. I don't want to miss a game, but that could happen. Um, we'll have to talk about your name at practice tomorrow. I'm not understanding what Wobber means. Anyways, so that's the situation. So Joey's I think getting like a mini league kind of going. Not sure if
Yeah.
it's just gonna be Hamtramck, Midtown, us, Flint, and
We're playing under. We should play under the Armada banner there. That's a
uh,
semi-legit league.
yeah, and what I'm hearing is from what Bolte did a little scouting report. He went up and played for, I think, Midtown at their
Yeah.
league championship game. He said they got these guys that were refugees from Africa that they were being like, I guess, told they were being relocated, and they were asking the relocation people like, please send me anywhere that has handball. And the relocation lady's like, I don't even know what handball is. Like, what do you weirdos want? So she finds that, she just Googles handball and
Yeah.
sees Detroit Handball Club because, Joey's done a good
And
job of
she couldn't find
marketing.
the Armada.
Well, anyway, whatever. All right, fine. I would have loved to not play goalie anymore, but
We got screwed, bro.
yeah, honestly.
This lady just not seeing Armada on the
So
street. Like,
Bolte said these guys are some of the top goalies he's seen, and I saw a couple like highlights on Instagram and some of the clips
yeah,
they've put together, and like guys look good. So,
it's gonna be a challenge.
it's gonna be
We're gonna have
tough.
Bolte for this though, right?
Yeah, we should probably have Bolte Dale. We could bring could bring whatever we
I
want.
mean, Bolte, Dale, Devin, Marcus, if they can come.
Yeah, I already told
Wrecker,
Devin's in,
Jeremy.
Marcus. Yeah, I mean, like we have.
We can have our very good lineup.
Yeah, we could put together a squad. Alabama. So.
Oh, we got Alabama too. Oh,
Yeah.
if we can get Alabama, like,
So.
I mean, I think we could win that.
Might as well keep the drunks undefeated. Am I right?
We're rolling with the Armada for this.
All right. So, anyways, that brings me to my next point. So Joey's cooking that up mid-April, mid-May kind of thing. Just a weekend get together. But what I'm trying, I met with Eli Luffridge. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name, but he runs Columbus Sports and Social. It's the kind of adult recreational league in Columbus. He's the one that coordinates our meetup situation when we practice at Thompson.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Speaking of which, we should start practicing for the Armada in 2 weeks' time. It's coming up hot.
You said it's
heavy.
2 weeks, right? And that's outdoors?
No, it's inside Thompson Rec Center in the Short North. You could walk. It's 5 blocks from your freaking house. More than 5 blocks.
I didn't know where that was. I'm in. You know I'm in.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, I talked to him about what it would take for us to get just a open rec league handball situation. How many people I need? He's like, maybe 6 teams. And I said, let's do outdoor 5v5. Mini handball rules. So no dribbling, no contact, 3 steps. And when I say 5v5, I mean 4 field players and goalie.
Yeah.
And I was like, freaking in my head, I'm like, with all the Armada and drunk guys and the OSU guys, like we already have freaking like 40 people that would play.
Yeah.
Before we ask people, you could bring Mecklen could play in that. Like you could bring your own friends team. Like I could go get my non-handball people to play in that. Yeah. So we're talking like one night a week. He'd train all the referees and everything. Like $35 a season per person.
That's not bad at all. I can get people for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
we get some beers afterwards too.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm trying. I had Wrecker kind of doing. Hey, Devin's in the chat.
What's up, Devin?
Devin, we were just talking about you.
Yeah, we need you coming up to Detroit.
Yeah,
for our,
we got a gauntlet of a season with Detroit. They got some top tier goalies now. Kyle, I'm sorry. We can work on the Lima stuff. You got to talk to Evan. All right, that's on Evan. Hold him accountable, please, because he doesn't listen to me. Oh, dang. Devin, is that at noon? You got playoffs? I might have to go watch their playoff game.
For the 5 leagues?
Yeah.
Oof.
It gets pretty hyped. So I need to. You remember Gary, Max?
Gary who?
Big Gary. Played for not shower door Gary.
Yeah, no, I know.
Tall Gary. Devin's friend. He came and literally almost single-handedly beat West Point. Like he literally never came out and scored 6 goals.
Yeah.
So that's that.
This is.
It'll be after that, Devin.
It'll be like May, June.
Yeah. So you'll be fine. And Devin, we're working on some stuff with Wright State as well. We're trying to cook that up, but it's, as you know, it's tough.
And jerseys.
Dang. We got Flanders. Also funny.
We need jerseys by Flanders, JD.
All right. I told my cousin we'd get jerseys ready for like the fall, so a month before that's not unimaginable. All right, Devin's in, so
sweet.
We're good.
Thank you, Devin.
So my point being is that we get a 5v5 league here in Columbus, start getting people's random friends in, and just start getting people playing handball to the point where like we don't need to be involved.
Yeah.
Someone else can be the
that'd be the dream, right?
Facilitator. So all I need to do, I don't know if I asked you about being commissioner, but I just need to like have someone that comes for league night. And I'm targeting places that already have goals. So like all those new crew futsal facilities, we go play there. So you just have to bring a ball. So there's already lines, there's already goals. You just bring the ball, move on.
And then the thing is, like, we get good players from that, and we throw them on the Armada.
And you recruit them to the Armada. It's like,
and then all of a sudden we have 2 teams, full teams in Columbus.
More than that, we will build an army.
I mean, if we can have a league in Columbus similar to Detroit, like, I'm all for that.
I just said it would be a 6-team 5v5 league.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking. So we convert those guys to an full indoor league,
Yeah,
even once we get them playing.
we expand to like 30-team tournaments. Now we're talking.
That's a little much, JD.
One can
Considering that's more than
dream,
the current teams
Max.
in the U.S.
One can dream. Hey, Iceland model. All right, just
Hey, I own the top team in Columbus, and I'm fine with that.
own both teams in Columbus, so that's
You're
good.
also an owner, JD.
I
You got to think like an
also
owner.
own both teams. Um, okay, so that's Detroit. That's our city league. Which brings me to our next stage of development, which is where Max, maybe you might consider getting involved. You know, you might have some free time after work. Sounds like Blue Jackets are back to sucking.
Yeah,
Um,
don't them.
so with me coaching at St. Charles for lacrosse, it's one of those situations where I spend a lot of time with those kids. I'll wear my handball stuff around. They see it. They ask the questions. They're like, "Dude, handball's pretty hype. Like I'm, it's pretty cool.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I'd totally play handball." To the point where I had one of the kids. He's a freshman. He went around and got me 20 emails of kids that would play handball,
Woo! Oh, buddy, that is
like
good.
just like that.
Yo, I'll coach a team, JD. If you got
So
teams, I'll coach
hold
them.
on, Max.
Yeah.
What I'm
Wait.
saying is, the problem is that these kids they're like, well, who are we gonna play? And I'm like, that's my problem. Is we gotta get enough that you guys play each other. So we have St. Charles A, St. Charles B,
Yeah.
until we get to other schools, and then we go from there. So it's one of those situations where if I could get somebody else cooking up the same storm, say at a Thomas Worthington, you know,
I mean, it'd be easier if my sister went there, because I could just reach out via her, but she doesn't.
yeah, but can't you go? What I'm saying is, like, you go back and become like a tennis coach. Is that a thing? Like, is it an
It
assistant
is. I
tennis
mean,
coach?
I can look into applying, but that'd be next. The tennis season's already.
It's already over. It's already started. So, anyways, point is that I told them I was like, one day a week, I'll just leave work super early. We'll practice for an hour before lacrosse practice. Do it all outside, shake and bake. So, hey, when the time comes, once we've built up enough high school programs, OSU kids come. They coach the high school teams. They
Yeah.
referee the high school games. I mean, I already talked with the school about using indoor space, and they were like, "Yeah, we can. You just let us know how much indoor space you need." And I'm like,
Dude,
"Thank
that's
you,
why
thank you,
Catholic
T
schools are the way to
Nix.
go for this, right? Because Catholic schools don't care. Public schools, you got all the hoop to jump.
We got that money.
Yeah. Get Watterson next, bro.
That'd be nice. I just gotta tell these kids, where's Alden? Did you go to bed? He's still on here. Alden, you want Watterson, DeSales, Hartley, or Reedy? Tell me, and we'll attack them. So Kyle, if we get this set up, you're more than welcome to drive down. I mean, heck, or wait, aren't you coming from? Don't you go to school in what's a D3 school? Wilmington College. Don't you go to Wilmington? Isn't that on the river? Where's
I have no idea
Wilmington?
where that is.
I think it's D3. Martin, I'm glad you liked the high school plan. It's this. Okay, sorry, Kyle. Okay, never mind. I'll disregard my message. Yeah, if you want to come down and bring some buddies, like you guys could bring a whole Lima team and drive down. That's not a problem. And we could even work on setting up like a Lima branch of the league. You know what I mean? Like if I could get you
Yeah.
guys, the problem is there's no. Here, Kyle, I'm gonna ask you to do some homework for me. All right, find me an outdoor space. Maybe it's turf, preferably like a tennis court kind of material in Lima area that has fenced in. So maybe you could imagine a tennis courts. All right, if you go perpendicular to the tennis courts and use the nets as the out of bounds and the fence around the rest is the out of bounds, that could work. You would just need to buy some chalk and then basically chalk it up. So let me build this down here and we can try to see if we can pick it up and put it up there for the summer, because I think that's the play. I mean, we're utilizing all free stuff. It's all outdoor public space. Basically coordinate with the city that says that we kind of have preferential reservation. It's not technically reserved because you can't reserve public space like that, but the city's kind of giving us the nod. So thank you, Kyle. If you can find that for me, then I can come help and we can kind of map out the situation. So that's kind of the plan right now. I told the kids, I was like, look, I'll get you your varsity letter patches. I'll get you, state championship patches, whatever you want. But then they were telling me, oh, Martin with the heads up call spray chalk. I've never even.
Yeah, this is stuff like the soccer people use, right?
Oh, that'd be sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, that would.
Martin, always coming in clutch. That's why he is top shooter. Where is that going? The problem is that if I start giving them all that like stuff for the letter jackets, they said all the rugby kids get made fun of because they have that and nobody plays rugby. So it's like,
handball's cooler than rugby.
All right, I'll have to. We got to get on that level though. They got a pretty like cool Instagram page, and they play.
I mean, you got Coach JD. Coach JD's a great.
They it's so funny. Like I followed all the kids, and they'll all be like, "Oh, Coach JD or oh, Coach JD or." Like,
I've been thinking about making a Coach Max.
You should, and just you got to get the same like professional headshot to start, and just like roll with it. Like, oh my gosh.
I'll have you
I need to get another Twitter's problem. I'm in too deep on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Twitter's.
I have a couple. I have like a couple of my name handles that are saved and reserved just for when I need them.
Yeah, Kyle. I mean, I don't even want to get into how many other sports we have. Like, my high school's a pretty dominant water polo program to the point where we have our own pool on campus that we pretty much have to like only rent out to other people because they don't have their own pools.
I mean, my high school had their own pool, JD.
It was outside. It's
there's an
city public pool.
There's an indoor one too.
Where?
Like right next door.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Thomas just doesn't. They don't win state titles in water polo or swimming.
They used to. They used to win water polo titles.
When?
Not anymore.
When? Tell me.
Like
anytime.
Early 2000s. Mid 2000s,
right.
Early 2010s. We won a couple men's.
So Martin brings a good point. Yeah, they would get wrecked in California. I had the kids. So my kids in my grade won 2 state titles in our 4 years, and they went out to a tournament I think in California, and it was not pretty. So
I mean, it's like us going to Sweden for the
same deal. So I told these kids, if they wanted to play handball for me, the freshmen, I was like, you guys could be like the cadet or youth national team level. I could probably get you guys a spot on that. And then they were like, what would we do? And I was like, well, we'd go to Sweden for a tournament for a week. And they're like, who would we play? And I was like, I don't know. We don't know yet. But like you could play a really bad team, maybe like a Sri Lanka. And they're like, oh, yeah, like we could beat Sri Lanka. And
I don't think so.
I don't know. I think they could probably beat Sri Lanka without any handball knowledge. I honestly think they could do that. But one other thing. So who won our bracket again? Was it kicking someone out of the arena? Was that who won our bracket?
Yeah.
So I asked. Sorry, Kyle. You guys don't have any sports. I asked Melissa to like post like a poll about that. And we just had a big miscommunication. And I started doing the poll on Instagram, but like I don't know how to like see who won the poll. So I guess I messed that up. So I might have to redo the Instagram poll, or I'll just do it on Twitter. Point being, she didn't change anything, so she left the region names. And like she's like, all right, JD, we're gonna post this last review. And I was like, you cannot post the Wake Up the Manx Onk region. Like that is that's a hard no. And I'm sorry that was not an obvious situation. Martin said they beat India and tied a Swedish club. So I think
we could beat
beat Sri Lanka, no problem.
Oh, no doubt. Wait, JD, could I be an assistant with those kids? I'll travel.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna need. I mean, just freaking coaching these JV kids, like I'm gonna need a lot of assistance. Like,
Yeah.
holy
No, but I'm
cow!
I'm a bench coach. You know I'm a top bench
I
coach.
mean, I look at like the national team guys when I played at the Partilly Cup and what they did, and how much of a menace they were. These kids are like not on that level of like up to
I
no
mean, not
good,
now. Yeah.
but I can't. They are an
Oh, you
ornery
meant like Miss
bunch.
Kid.
Yeah, like for instance, I can't say it on the show. Kind of,
We can't
I'm
get
not,
canceled again.
I'm not,
JD,
yeah. Well, let's talk about that. I bet there's a lot of people that don't like the show, and they want to get us canceled. So we're, we're hoping to keep on keeping on here, but we shoot straight. We say what we mean, and if you got questions about what we say, send it in the chat. We will answer it live on
yeah.
the
No,
air.
you don't need to say it anonymously. You don't need to send
Yeah,
letters complaining about us. We have a chat box right there.
you don't
Say
have
your
to
words.
open a
Speak your words.
committee to try to dismantle this. It's fine. I mean, this is the second. Well, if you count John, this is the third handball podcast in America, and the second one, which came out guns blazing, just shooting everything down. It got canceled, I think, in like 2.5 episodes.
Yeah,
So
and our podcast is also the most watched, most listened to in America.
it's facts. So I mean, I'm pretty sure. Sorry, John. We did do pretty well. I will commend John. He was a great idea to do live feed on the last chance Olympic qualifiers, both for the men and women. I think at one point, I don't know if we talked about this, we peaked at like 170, almost 200 viewers, I think, for the one game. So that was pretty big.
Yeah.
And then we maintained like 100 viewers for like a couple hours out of my 11-hour stream last Saturday. So, and then I did another like 6-hour stream on Sunday, and then that was 2 weeks ago. And I think I did 6 and 6 for the women's. So yeah, we did pretty well. I mean, if I have more time, I'll just turn it on the stream. I'd love to commentate some of the EHF games that don't have English commentary from our boys in Ireland, but I might get in trouble for that. So we'll see.
But that's the point. We're good guys, JD. We are.
Yeah,
we're
just just like the Mormons, just going around minding our own business, asking about if you've heard of our Lord and Savior Team Handball
Well,
today.
they also murdered multiple people in towns. We don't do that.
What?
The Mormon, like the early Mormons. I'm talking about like Joseph Smith. When they got kicked out of Illinois and went to Utah, they murdered a bunch of people. We don't do that.
Huh?
You don't know about that?
What? No, I don't have no idea what you're talking about.
The early Mormons, right? They were originally near Buffalo. They went and started a colony in
Buffalo,
Illinois.
New York?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, keep
Or something
going.
like that. They went to Illinois. They found their own city in Illinois. They did not get along with their neighbors. There was a large altercation.
Wait, was this normal Illinois? What did they call it? What was the?
No, it wasn't normal. I don't know
Joseph
where in Illinois
City?
it was. It was some city, right?
Right.
Downtown.
Young
They got into a big
city.
dispute with their neighbors. They got into a big battle. A bunch of people died, and then they got kicked out by the feds to Missouri, and then from Missouri to Utah. That's how they got to Utah. They weren't always there.
Why are they killing people?
They just didn't get along with their neighbors.
So they just murdered them.
I mean, it was both sides too. They had some people murdered too. It was a whole big deal.
Okay, so it was beef. It's like mafia beef.
We don't murder anyone. That's the thing. Our podcast never murdered someone.
No, nobody's died because of our podcast. Well, I don't think so.
I hope not.
Devin said I should stream some of Drew's games. That's probably a good idea. Problem is,
that's actually a pretty good idea.
A lot of Drew's games are on Tuesday afternoons at 2:00. So, just in the heat of work, a little tough for me to get home into our my magnificent studio here to do the show. But I'd love to. But interesting story about Brigham Young. I just all I remember about learning about Mormonism in school was that he found the Ten Commandments, the tablets in a tree, right?
It's because public school history education is terrible. As a history student myself, awful. You learn that the Pilgrims are good people. No.
Tough times. Well, we had religion class. You didn't have religion class, so that's where.
Well, I went to Hebrew school 3 days a week.
Jews caught you up to speed. That's good.
I got to leave normal school, like regular public school, to go drive to Hebrew school, or my mom would drive me.
How does that work?
Like she'd pick me up at like 2 o'clock. It'd be 2 hours early from when school got out.
Well,
And she'd drive
what
me
other
back,
what classes did you miss then?
like science and English and shit.
You just didn't go and you said screw you,
Oh,
I'm Jewish.
yeah, like literally, like. But I mean, I was advanced too, so like the school didn't care. But like this is like middle school and the end of elementary school. Like she would pick me up early, bust me down to downtown, and I'd go to Hebrew school. Then they
At
hired some lady to drive me back and
off
forth.
Broad Street, that one, or where
Yeah,
is it?
yeah, yeah. The family synagogue.
Wow, dang,
Pretty
that's
legit.
wild. I don't know how that really flies, but
I
hey,
don't either.
okay, cool. All right, well, I don't know if I really have anything else I think to talk about. We got, I'm gonna keep you guys informed. I'm probably gonna have a whole slew of guests. So when we get this high school handball team up, I'll probably have one of those guys come on the show. We'll have, shout out to Chris Topher Williams. I think they call him Tofi, not Topher. Chris Tofi Williams with the Grand Rapids Handball Club coming on hopefully next week. Yeah, that's kind of the plan.
We got to talk March Madness. Who do you want to win?
Oh, yeah, dang. I was driving home from the game tonight, and I listened to the end of that Arkansas Oral Roberts game.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was wild, dude.
Wow.
I hate Oral Roberts, so I was glad.
Wow. That is, I mean, I
He
listened
almost
to
had that
it.
shot at the
That's
end.
what it sounded like. I was like, holy
Yeah, I mean, it
cow.
looked in. Like, when he took that shot, I was like, that's in.
Dang. That would have been, I mean, for a 15 seed,
Yeah.
I'm pulling for them because they whooped Ohio State, but which is a whole nother Sally sob story. Typical
Yeah, whole
Ohio
nother can
State
of worms.
basketball situation. I mean, ever since we've been alive, Ohio State basketball has they've been that team that will be so much hype and then like the biggest
Yeah.
letdown, or there's no
They've
hype and then
consistently
they've
underperformed.
surpassed to the point where you are hyped and then they let you down.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at the Odin Conley Cook, one of those top teams of all time kind of thing.
There was no excuse to lose to Florida. Like, I get, like, we lost to Joakim Noah. We were better than them.
But the thing is you lose to Florida in football national championship, you lose
Yeah.
to Florida in basketball same
And I'd argue
year.
that was the worst year to ever be an OSU fan.
Oh
Getting
my
molly whooped in
gosh,
football. like we did by Urban Meyer.
41-14.
Because we didn't play the same game. Urban Meyer did not play the same game.
He didn't play
as him.
trestle ball. No way, Jose. That was
You're
the
not
Percy
winning the national
Harvin.
championship against that
Percy
Florida team the
Harvin
first
double. The Hernandez Tebow show. I mean, he had weapons galore.
Are you beating Percy Harvin with Troy Smith?
I mean, Troy
running the
Smith
ball 80
did
times a day?
technically win the Heisman that year, I think.
Troy
But-
did win the Heisman that year and then got embarrassed. Do you Marcus Hooker video, dude?
Huh?
Marcus Hooker, you know the OSU safety?
The one with the freaking million DUIs? Oh, no,
Yeah,
Marcus. Wait, Malik. Wait, which one's which?
No, Malik's his older brother. Marcus is a DUI one.
Yeah,
He's
he's.
younger
I
brother.
just
You watch his video of his arrest?
no.
He was passed out drunk in the McDonald's on 5th in Grandview parking lot. And the cops tapped on the door. He didn't wake up. They rattled the door. He wouldn't wake up. They had to bash in his back door of his car just to wake him up from sitting in the drive-thru. And then he wouldn't get up. They had to just drag him up, and then they just dragged him to fucking jail.
Jeez.
It was kind of wild.
That's sad. Because Malik, I remember we'd be at handball practice when we were at JO South, and he'd be playing basketball next to us, in season, and he's just going out and dunking on people, and I'm like, dude, you're pretty good. I don't think you should be getting hurt, playing pickup basketball with a bunch of jabronis. But
Ridiculous.
yeah, so anyways, OSU, big collapse there. But as far as who's left, I kind of I don't know what the score of the Houston-Syracuse game is right now, but I'm kind of a big Syracuse, big Buddy Boeheim zone game. So
I do not like Houston's up 30-20, end of the first. I don't like Syracuse because Jim Boeheim, people forget, is a murderer.
Oh yeah?
He Tony Stewarted it to someone
Uh-huh. Tony
on his way to a game and then still played it.
Tony
This man killed
Stewart,
the guy and then played the game.
hold on. Tony Stewart, the NASCAR driver?
Yeah.
He killed a guy?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Man, this is such
Kevin
an
Ware
epiphany.
was this dude. He was this racer car driver or something.
Kevin Ware was the freaking guy,
Yeah,
the
no,
leg
I think they
guy.
had the same
That's the
name.
leg
Or
guy.
I know. But anyways, Tony Stewart's driving around the track, right? and some guy nudges him, and he gets all pissed off. So, but the guy who nudged him, eventually, like, his car breaks down. He gets out of his car because, like, I don't know why. Anyways, Tony Stewart's coming around. Tony Stewart corrects a little bit and goes and kabam, sends this guy to another dimension. He's dead.
He hit
Turns
the
out he had
guy?
a little bit of weed in his system. Yeah, dude died.
Like, Tony Stewart, number 20, Home Depot, Tony Stewart.
Yes, absolutely murdered another
During
guy.
a race. Like, hit
Yeah,
a
there's
human
video, dude.
being.
It's
No
wild.
way.
Look it up.
When was
I'm
this?
gonna watch the video right now.
Send it to
It
me.
was an all-time video.
Holy cow.
Okay.
Jeez.
I'm just gonna look up Tony Stewart murder. Yeah, it was a
Oh
popular
my
search.
gosh.
Oh, the guy's name was Kevin Ward, not Kevin Ward.
Okay. All right. Right? Wasn't that the
Probably
leg
watch
guy?
the video right now.
Kevin Ware was the leg guy, right?
Yeah, no, I know, but Kevin Ward is pretty close to Kevin Ware, you know?
Yeah, one letter. Holy cow.
Hold
Okay.
on, he's about to hit him. He's okay. The car's been hit. Is spinning out.
How fast
He's
are we
getting out of-
talking is he going? Like
fast enough to kill
like
someone.
NASCAR fast.
No, because it's sprint cars, not NASCAR. Okay.
Yeah, but they're still going like what?
Wait, so this guy, I'm narrating. This guy's getting out of the cockpit. I don't know what they call it. Okay, so he gets out of the car. He's pointing at Tony Stewart. He's pointing. Uh-oh. This is getting badly for him. And oh my god, Tony Stewart murders him. Oh my god.
All right, we can't speak illy of people getting murdered, but like the guy died.
Someone was murdered outside my apartment.
He did die. You're saying the guy died.
Kevin Ward died, yeah.
And what? There was no repercussions? I mean, like Tony Stewart's
No,
not in
none.
Holy
No, because
cow.
they did an investigation and they found that like the guy was at fault for leaving his car, which is true.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Uh-oh. John Ryan's pulling up the metrics on Handball podcasts. He's gonna
Sorry, John. You get more.
John might have, I don't know. We're at episode, I think, 4. This is episode 45. I think John has more episodes.
Yeah, but we get more listeners.
I don't know. I don't know how we track that. I think we have the same, like, 20 consistent people. Anyways, so you're saying Jim Boeheim's also a murderer.
Yeah, he murdered someone too. Same thing.
Guy gets out of his
not
car
the
and
exact
hits him with his car.
Yeah, he was like driving to the game or something and killed a guy. And then he still went to the game.
But he killed a guy in his car.
Yeah.
Man, all his vehicle assault. Well, do we know? This is a fun fact for our listeners. If anybody's got a Handball murder story, we're going to talk about it next time. Send it in to us.
I almost got murdered by Rusty.
All right. Well, fair. I don't know of any. I know some people have tried to get murdered for like losing a game. I can see that. Don't tell me you can't see a herd of D-Mays after a Vardar, after Vardar loses a big game, that a herd of D-Mays were to go after him. I could totally see that. That's serious business. Okay, so Syracuse is losing right now. Not a good sign. We got Baylor, Arkansas. Other side, Gonzaga's gonna keep walking. We got Michigan, Alabama, and we got who's the other one? Oregon. Is that right?
Yeah, hold on. I'm harassing someone on
Uh-oh. You gotta go after John, because John's saying he gets consistently over 100 views, which is way better than us.
Like, anyone here can make up numbers, right? We get 1,000.
You can go check the numbers. Go check.
John is the same guy who said that ESPN Plus was going to change American handball forever.
All right.
Pardon me for not believing.
You swing and a miss sometimes. That's why there's 3 strikes. All right.
And I don't watch baseball because it's not a sport.
Fair. I can
It's
attest
a recreational activity.
to that. Baseball.
The best game tomorrow, I think, is Michigan Florida State.
Oh, I forgot. Okay.
Zaga's going to kill Creighton.
I just already moved on that Alabama, Michigan, Gonzaga, and Oregon already all. Didn't Oregon State win?
Yeah, Oregon State won today.
So Oregon State plays Houston, Syracuse winner.
Yes.
Dang, you could see Oregon State going to the Final Four.
I really could too. Houston's good, but I don't think they're that good. And Oregon State looked.
Yep.
I mean,
see,
good enough.
John's just shooting it. He's just pow, 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 just sending holes through Max right now.
You know what, John? I told you this before. You can try, but I'm the best to ever do it. in the podcasting.
Oh, dang. Well, I think we just need better marketing. You know, if I had someone help me with the marketing aspect, we might have a stronger
We should get
pull.
another. You should get another free intern.
I have like 3 right now. I just got Malka's boyfriend, so he's gonna help me. I got a meeting with him next
Is he
week.
Jewish?
I don't think he's Jewish. His
Ooh.
last name's. I don't think it sounds Jewish. I don't think it's Jewish last name. It's Jacob. His name is Jacob though, so
Yeah, it's a Jewish name.
it is. All right, so that's I got in that group. I'd say I got Gonzaga. I'm gonna say Oregon State. If Syracuse does not pull off the victory, I'm saying Oregon State, and I'll say
Syracuse just scored 20 and a half.
I'll say
you don't win a game
Arkansas.
scoring 20.
Well, they play. It's a slow game, you know, slow first half.
You're not gonna win a game scoring 20 points a half. Tell me I'm wrong.
Oh, John says we're behind Benny. Wow. That's the slap in the face.
I can tell you we're not behind him.
That's the slap in the
Because the
face.
thing is, if you're just looking at Twitch, yeah, but we have Spotify.
Man.
Look at our Spotify stats, bro.
Dang. That's
stats.
tough for me to swallow. I don't know if I can accept that one. I don't know. That's a tough one. Maybe it's reality. I did at one point in time, I was checking, you know, shot for shot if we were doing better than Benny, and we were, episode for episode. On episode average, I should say. So overall episode viewers on YouTube, I've given up since he stopped posting because he's supposed to be this wizard of marketing, and he just posted all of his episodes at one time and then never did any.
Wait, you know what I'm saying, JD? We got the Spotify viewers, we got the Twitch viewers, we got YouTube, we got everything, bro.
This is true. John's right. We have the #1 live podcast, handball podcast in America. This is true. We can run with that.
We'll start saying. #1 live.
#1 live handball podcast. Thank you, John. This is why John's a team player. He's out here looking out for
John,
us.
I take everything bad I said about you. I take back. There's no way Gonzaga doesn't win this tournament, JD. No way.
I don't know. I mean, I think they're gonna run out of juice. They always run out of juice. They always run. They're so every good. Year Gonzaga's like the unanimous #1 seed. Gonzaga always a 1 seed.
You know Arkansas has Jayshawn Tate's brother, who's really good.
That's Jalen Tate. Is that who that is?
Yeah. That's Jayshawn Tate's brother. How did
we, a kid that grew up not even 20 minutes from Columbus, whatever.
Yeah.
I
His
think
brother went to Ohio State and we just missed on him.
I would not be surprised if Oregon beats Gonzaga, and then I have Alabama beating Michigan. I have Alabama beating Michigan.
Or tonight.
If Syracuse doesn't win, I'll have Oregon State, and I think I'll have Arkansas beat Baylor. Even though I do like the Baylor mullet, that guy, that's a look. That's a look.
You know what, JD? Oregon is not making it past tomorrow. USC's too good.
Really? Okay.
You know who USC's head coach is?
No.
He's the Dunk City guy.
Oh, FGCU.
Yeah, straight up.
Uh-oh.
You cannot root against that man. I hate USC, but you can't root against.
There's not one college in America that I hate more. I honestly hate USC far more than I hate Michigan. Far more.
I hate USC more than I hate Michigan because I respect them. End of the day, Michigan's a big town.
Yeah, exactly. I hate USC. I think the problem with Michigan is the same problem people have with Ohio State. Is like there's all the people that go to Michigan are like mostly intellectual, smart people.
Yeah,
and then
it's the Walmart Wolverines.
Yes, it's
you got
exactly.
Walmart Buckeyes and Walmart Wolverines.
That's the problem. Is you got these people that
yeah.
Nobody in their whole family.
Over Ohio State.
Yeah.
But the fights I've seen, every single one, it's been some Walmart Buckeye from Massillon, Ohio, trying to fight some dude who went to some school and is just cheering on his team.
Yep. It's that's what drives me nuts. Like even my family, half of them didn't go to college, and the ones that didn't go to Ohio State, and yet every single one of them's the biggest Buckeye fan you'll ever meet, and you're like,
yeah,
dude, why? You don't have any affiliation.
I give them my sweat. I competed for Ohio State on the court, and you're telling me you're a bigger fan than me? I don't think.
Yeah, right. Get real. Drinking out of cups.
I have 3 Big Ten championships.
Steelsk. That's true. It's true. All right. Well, I think we've got an hour somehow now.
Great episode.
A solid time. I'll sling this on, and maybe, John, we only get 20 viewers on YouTube, maybe, but we had a lot of people live in our hearts this evening, so that's what matters. Any closing remarks, Max, before we send these folks on their way?
I want to thank our shooters today. Great episodes coming. These guests are going to be fantastic. We're the number one podcast, Handball Live in America, for a reason.
And my lacrosse kids want me to get back on the PLL train. Might help boost our numbers if I get some of those PLL guys back in the mix. So
love those guys.
So we'll see what we can do there. But otherwise, as always, everybody, keep shooting, shooters.
See you, JD. Yeah, great episode, dude.
This is my story, my name is JD, trying to look for a chick to call me baby. I'ma treat her well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just at my parents all week, so I'm free. Yeah, Passover's all week, dude. Not really. I mean, we can, but like, where would we go? We can't eat anywhere. No. It's Passover food. You have special food you eat. Yeah. But there's no restaurants we can go to or anything, so it's just eating here. I mean, it's 8 days long. You can't do that for 8 days. They do that. Yeah, I mean, great movie. Sweet. See you, JD.